Hello, trading is closed on June the 9th, 2025. As always, we'll do our disclaimer, go over our calls, and then make our predictions. It's my trading plan for Tuesday, June the 10th. Remember, I can change my plan, and my plan can be wrong. I'm busy tomorrow afternoon. Whether or not I'm going to risk my own money on this, I do not know. Look for the pattern with the early low, which is this. Tomorrow has the early high. This is a review of what we said. We said there wasn't any excuse for us not gapping down smartly if the sell signals were going to work. That didn't happen. We said if we gapped up and took this high out early and kept going, we'd have a huge rally. That didn't happen. Instead, we closed essentially unchanged. Anything 0.25% or less, I consider unchanged, 0.09%. When that happens, I just repeat my call. We're at resistance, and this is in the wrong place. How did this move? 602.134. We have additional resistance actually from this MEJT target from 3.5 months ago. The target was 60.2134. The high was 60.2131. Came within 3 cents. Coming within 3 cents is enough to satisfy the target and cross it off the list. I'll tell you that almost always will print at some point anyway, but it no longer has to. More targets, the more of these targets I crossed off the list, the happier I am. When you have a direct hit like this within a few pennies, the direct hit rule says if this holds, and that we don't know for sure, if this holds, it can lead to a big move in the other direction. Now, of course, by the time you get the big move, it's a bit too late to know if it holds or not. But it's further evidence that we're stalling right at resistance here. It's one more sign of resistance that is holding. During the day, MEJT said we would print higher prices, which we did, but also said they wouldn't stack, and gives us tomorrow's target, 6,001.75 cash. And if we don't gap up smartly, that'll be the call. MEJT said this drop and this rally were both false moves and wouldn't stack, and they've already retraced. We're still in the DeMark sell zone. Here's your upper Bollinger Band. You have all kinds of resistance here. If we start dropping, you have to believe it, but we haven't started yet, and I like more evidence than I'm seeing. If I miss the exact high, I don't really care, to be honest with you. I'm certainly have enough not to be long here. We have this red line we said was strong resistance. What happened after today's slightly higher high? The line's still holding. Nothing's changed. This count still works. Here's the long-term count. Nothing's changed. So we're just repeating our call from yesterday. We have a lower target. If we don't gap up smartly, that's the call. We have the wall into the close, so we could certainly gap up smartly and make it wrong. It's always possible. But we just have more resistance. We have the wave count, we have the DeMark count, all calling for a top, and all I really need to risk money on this is to see a drop start, because once again, we've been in a strong rally, and when these signals fail, they fail big. So if, capital letters, if we gap up here and take this out, it could fail big, but that hasn't happened yet. Tuesday's pattern has the early high regardless of where we open. Typically, it's a rally day with a high in the final hour, but if you fail, it's a straight line drop. There's a lower target. We don't gap up smartly. The rules call for it to print. There remain numerous sell signals here calling for a big drop. No point in repeating them. And if we overcome resistance with conviction, we could go much higher. When valid signals fail, they fail big. but they haven't failed yet. Their signals are still there. And if we drop with conviction, I think a decline would have legs. It could take us appreciably lower from here. All it has to do is confirm this action by starting to drop. And if we do start to drop, I think there'll be plenty of time to jump on the train. And if we don't start to drop, then I haven't lost any money. So it's the pattern with the early high. It could be a straight line drop if this holds. And that's today's call.